What's up, everybody? Good evening, everybody. Good morning, and good day to you. It's Kev the Galaxy Bender. I'm coming to you guys with a quick Gunsmith breakdown for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. So, yeah, that's what I've been doing a lot lately. I've been playing a ton of Call of Duty. Like, if people don't know, I'm a big fan of Call of Duty. Don't like all of them. There's only certain ones I like, but it's not what we're here for. And my channel's definitely not going to turn into a all Call of Duty channel. Trust me, it won't. My attention span is that of a goldfish. I change games like my underwear. So, expect to see all kinds of crazy stuff. Main thing is I like action, so I love shooters, love beat 'em ups, fighting game, but you'll see a lot of action on my channel. Then your odd puzzle game here and there. What you won't see really, you won't see sports, you won't see music rhythm, games like that, point click games, adventure games. When I say adventure, I mean basically games where you're walking around, you're solving puzzles and stuff like that. I like action. I like stuff that's constantly moving. So I'll continue to play my Wolfensteins and Fears. I love some Fear, oh man. I'm trying to play games I haven't played, or games I need to finish. So I do expect that. Like, I'm thinking about going back after I finish a couple of games I have now, going back and playing like Bayonetta, Castlevania, Lord of Shadow, because I need to finish that. Such a fun game. Need the Devil May Cry 5. I need to play those, but there's a lot of other Marlo Briggs and the Mask of Death. There's a lot of other games that I need to finish. So I'm going to try to do that instead of adding games to my backlog. But Call of Duty is something I do play a lot. And I wanted to go over the Gunsmith. Because the Gunsmith is crazy. It's crazy in this game. It is by far the most complex in this series. And I know there's been other games that done Gunsmith. I know Ghost Recon, those earlier ones like the Advanced, I think they was called Advanced Warfighters. I believe those games had a very expansive gunsmith. And I didn't play them. I know my man Black Love did. My brother played them a lot, so I wish he was here to tell me about it. And he'll be able to compare it. And I'm sure there's people out there that can. But this is a pretty expansive gunsmith because back in Modern Warfare 2019, you saw it kind of rear its head because there was a few guns where you could change the receiver. In this game, they just went all out. They let you pretty much change everything you can on a gun. And I'll spend more time in here than did I know what to do with just going over building different guns, basically. They have so many guns. And then they changed the progression system and how you unlock things as well to force engagement. And I'll get into that. I'll talk about that in a minute. But it's a lot of fun. So let's go ahead and get into the gunsmith and weapons. So as I mentioned, they changed the way that progression works in the gunsmith. So when you unlock weapons and things, it's not exactly like it used to. It's not that you just level up and you unlock a gun. No, it doesn't work that way. So the way it works now, and this works for attachments too, it's not like you unlock the gun and just level the gun, you unlock all the attachments. It's not how it works. So the way they have it, and the first thing I said, they got a whole new interface, and at first it's very confusing. It's very confusing at first, but and when I was like when Call of Duty first came out, when the Modern Warfare 2 first came out, I didn't play it. I didn't play it a whole lot. I only played it for a few hours because I was busy working on J2 Squad. But but the interface is different. It takes a little bit to get used to, but once you do, it's fine. And I'm not going to get into all the perks and stuff like that. Um, I'm gonna focus on the guns. That's the main thing. And like your equipment is your standard equipment, and then like the way the perks work is you can't just select what three or four perks you want. You have to create what's called a perk package, and you can create 5 of them. And within those packages, you pick perks, 4 different perks from the different tiers, and then you have to equip that package of perks to whatever loadout you have. So that's the way the perks work in this game now. And then like when you're in game, you don't just have all the perks. You start with your base perks; those are always active, and then over time, and depending on how fast you kill, or even let me take that back. Over time, you'll access your second perk, and you can reach this perk faster by killing faster, or getting more points or kills. And then over time, same thing with the ultimate perk. So that's the way the perks work in here, and it's a bit different, and it can be a little off-putting at first, but once you dive into it, it's fine. And then the field upgrade is the same as it was 2019. No need to go into that. But they do have a new piece of equipment called the drill charge that I want to talk about real quick. This thing, it goes through walls. Like, it goes through walls. It goes through... only place it doesn't go through is, like, the ground. But, like, if you're in a building with a basement or, floor under, you can throw it and it'll blow up people up under there. It'll drill through it, and boom, explode on the other end. You can throw it through ceilings, walls, through vehicles. Like, it's crazy. And it has a pretty far charge time, too. You will tell if it'll make it, too, because it'll make a louder buzz when it's drilling. So, but that's the new piece of equipment in this game. It's awesome, because, like, people on shipment, like, the camp behind crates, man, like, my uncle watched me just throw these through crates and just blow people up. It was hilarious. So, but yeah. But, like I said, I'm not going to get into all that. I'm going to basically get into just the guns. So, as I mentioned before, the way it works, you don't just level up to get guns attachment. You have to level up the guns. The guns have like a progression system to what they unlock. So I'll show you in a second. And what this does is, like I said, you can't just use like, hey, I'm gonna just use this scar here and then level it up and then unlock everything on it. Nope, it's not gonna work. If you want everything on this car, you're gonna have to use different guns and different families and different receivers and things like that. So, and it can be frustrating at first because you're not used to it and it's changed. And trust me, I'm somebody who hates change, but over time I got older, I understand that things is just gonna change, and that's fine. Change, and I understand change for the sake of change can be crappy, but the system, it forces you to engage the system a little bit, and what they want you to do is just try new guns, because like I'm that person too who will get one or two or a few guns and stick to them, and that's it, and they want you to try other stuff, and that's pretty much it. And it's a pretty fun way of doing it once you get into it. So first things first, let's go ahead and show you the track for the progression for a gun. So there's a button, whatever console. I'm on PC, but when you select the weapon, you can hit a button that shows you the whole weapon progression. So I have to start off with the TAC 56. Basically, this is the Scar Light, so 5.56, and then I still need to finish leveling it. See, I'll stop leveling at some point, but like at different levels, you get these parts. And then at level 11, you unlock the TAC 5, and this is the Scar Heavy. You unlock that receiver, and then you'll start unlocking parts for that. And these aren't just, you see, they're not just any scope. They're specific scopes and stuff you unlock. And that's all you can unlock with that for the most part. That's it. And then, like, if you want these other parts, because like these parts would be different. Like you see these grips here. You won't see that in this track. You see, it's not there. So you have to unlock different parts. But once you unlock those parts, you get that part for this whole weapons family. This is the Scar platform. So that's what they went with. They went with a platform system where you have a platform, which is platform just means a family of weapons. Like the M4 platform has the M4, M16, and things like that. And the Scar has like the Scar Light, Scar Heavy, and there's all types of different platforms with different weapons. So once those parts become unlocked, you can use them for all these guns. And then like there's more parts that you can use for these guns that will require you to use other guns too. So, but yeah, that's how it works. And then once you max the weapon out, you get to tune the weapon, and I'll show you guys what that is too. And this is I think the coolest thing about the Gunsmith. Like, I'm sure this has probably been put in other games because yeah. But this is the first time it's ever been Call of Duty. It's really cool. Like, it's a cool feature. So I'll show you guys that in a second. So let's take a look. So that's how unlocking weapons and stuff works. So let's go ahead and go into the weapon itself and go into the Gunsmith. So this is the Scar, and I'll tell you why it shows two different names. But when you go to the Gunsmith, you'll have a weapon here, and then you can work on attachments for it. So let's go to the optics. So obviously I don't use an optic for this. The iron sight, the Scar is just iron sight is too good. So it's like I don't need an optic. Don't need one. But yeah, so here are the attachments for it, and you'll see once I get to the end, there's some attachments for this I haven't even unlocked yet. So like if you get here, so you see there's a lock there. Only reason it looks weird because you have the tuning option behind it. They shouldn't even have the tuning option there because you haven't unlocked it yet. But yeah, but if I want this optic, I have to level a mini back to level 12. And I know what weapon that is. That's pretty much the Bison submachine gun. And it's on the AK platform, the cast-off platform weapons, Kalashnikov or whatever. And the only thing I don't like about this system is, okay, so first of all, I might as well go ahead and explain it right now. So the weapons aren't named, all the weapons, there's only like I wouldn't even say a handful of weapons. There's only a few weapons that have their actual name in this game. So that makes it confusing to figure out, like, what gun is the mini back? You see what I'm saying? Like, you'd be like, okay, I need to unlock this scope by using this gun, but what gun is that? I should be able to click on that and get to that gun. You see, it should be something to do that, because, or it should at least tell you what category of guns it is. Like, you don't know if it's an assault rifle, you don't know if it's a marksman rifle, a sniper rifle, a battle rifle, submachine gun. You don't know, or pistol, shotgun. You don't know. So that's one thing that's bad about the design. They need to let you go to that weapon so you can at least see it, or they tell you what it is, or show it to you or something, so you know it's a submachine gun. Or see, like I said, I just know it's submachine gun. But yeah, so you will have to do that. Like this Fennec 45, like what the hell is that? And the reason why the guns are named that way, I'll explain this for people who don't know. It's the same way with anything. It's licensing. So yeah, for guns, if you want to use the name, yes, you have to pay for the license too, just like cars, sports games, what else? I mean, music games, anything with licensing, that money rules everything. So that's why. But Fennec 45 is basically the Chris Vector. So you'll have to level up to level 4 for that optic. You see, so it just if you want these optics, then you have to engage with the system to get it. And I believe this is a submachine gun on the cast-off platform. And like I said, this game is like, just for the Gunsmith, it's great for gun nuts. Like, it's super great for gun nuts. Like, it's totally good. So, moving on. Yeah, so I have a little work to do on that if I want these, and I don't need to get them. But yeah, so like, and that's the case for like everything. Like, if you look down here, there's some optics that you see I have to level up certain guns too. I mean, level up. I will have to level up certain guns to get these optics. And sometimes it's that way for guns too. For instance, so like, let's go ahead and look at the receiver. Well, you saw the track. Let's go ahead and go back to the track. And like the level to unlock the other gun. And some people don't like the system. They say, well, it shouldn't be separate guns when you unlock it. And I get that too, because they try to say that people are saying that it's inflating the amount of weapons that are really in the game. And not really, because like in real life, those are two different weapons. They are. And like they become two different weapons the way that they're calibered. Like this fires a 7.62, much bigger round, and this fires a 5.56. So yeah, they're different weapons. This is more of an assault rifle, and this is a battle. This is a battle rifle. Like, and I've known this because I watched Hit 45. I watched Grand Thumb, and Grand Thumb, he's on YouTube. He talked about this weapon like in great detail. It is definitely, this version is the battle rifle. So yeah, so when you get to a certain level, you unlock the other receiver, and you can change the receiver out. Then it changes the weapon to that weapon, and then like you have to level up that receiver to a certain weapon level, as you saw, to get to the next one. So once you level up this one to level 11, you get the heavy receiver, and then you level this up to hold on, where do you get the what you call it, receiver at? Let's take a look. Where do you get this one at? So yeah, so you level the rest of it up to 19, you unlock this receiver. So yeah, so it shows you, has you engaged with the system. So yeah, and you can do that for, not every weapon has that obviously, but you wouldn't believe the weapons that do have that. Like I believe that the Glock has it too. Let's take a look at the Glock in the Gunsmith. So yeah, it has the Glock auto. It turns into the fully auto version. So like I said, this game, and this is what I really like about the game. It's so cool that you can do that. It's so cool. And so going back into the Gunsmith. So when 2019 came out, they made changes to how attachments work, and it kind of makes sense how they did it. And I'll try to explain it. Let me get my water real quick. As y'all know I'll be bumping my gums, my mouth. So, like when you equip any attachment, there's always a pro and con to it, because in real life that definitely could be the case. So and they try to keep it, and it's not one-to-one real life. Obviously, we're just playing paintball and laser tag and shit, but they try to make it make sense and try to make it balanced. And this is where building your weapon comes into, because there's like just jillion attachments, man. There's like attachments from everywhere, and each one of them makes the guns feel completely different. And like, this is why it's necessary to really spend time with the game, like with this part of the game, because you can really just tune your gun to how you want it and how it feels. Like I said, I'll get to the tuning in a second. Like I said, tuning is crazy. But when you put on an attachment, whatever it is, it's gonna have typically it has a pro and a con. Sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, like this adds sound suppression and all this stuff, but it kills the aim down sight speed, aim stability, walking speed, and damage range. And that could be for a couple of reasons. It's a suppressor, so it's, the round is not going to have as much muzzle velocity. So yeah, you're not going to have a lot of damage range because it's going to drop off. You're going to lose velocity. When you lose that over time, then bullet becomes weaker. Kind of makes sense. And then like aim down sight speed, well, like having that on the gun may make the gun heavier. You see, so it makes sense. It makes sense that they do that. And same way with and then lasers, like they look at it like this. This increases your ADS speed, aim stability, and sprint to fire speed. And not necessarily that it makes the gun lighter, but like if you got a laser, it's easier to like sight in. It's faster because like when you go to aim, you're gonna see a laser. But as you can see, the laser is visible. So that's the pro and con to it. And like I said, some don't have any. Like I said, it's laser tag. It's not gonna always make sense, but it's cool that they try to make it make sense. Like if you put a magazine on, like it makes it heavy. See, you get more bullets, and that's super true. Like yeah, like that. You have a bigger magazine, the gun gets heavy. And it's going to kill. It's going to decrease the mobility. And a lot of people don't really think about that. Like that is what I really enjoy about, especially about Call of Duty in general, and it's always been this way in a sense since really Call of Duty 4. Basically, you're just playing a multiplayer game with abilities like your perks and stuff and things you attach to your weapons. They're just equipments to make your weapon better, and then like your perks is just like powers or abilities, and that's really just a multiplayer game like that. And the reason why I play this game a whole lot, if you didn't, if people want to know, first of all, I like action, but it gives me the same feel I got when I played in high school, college, and when we would play like get together and play GoldenEye and just shoot each other all day. Like that fast action. And like I like games with a lot of guns too. So the more guns in your game, the better. And it's unnecessary. Like really, you only need about 10 guns in a game, really. Like, but with this kind of level of customization, you can make each gun different. That's what I really do like. But I just like having a variety, a lot of guns. And GoldenEye had that. Like GoldenEye, Perfect Dark, tons of guns. And and like a lot of the guns in Perfect Dark like work the way they do in this game. Like hell, Perfect Dark had guns that shoot through walls and shit. Like, and you had like turret guns, like the laptop gun. And like there's stuff like this in here. Like get the Wilson, you can drive it around remotely, and you can set it up as a turret. You can put it on auto. So, and it just gives me that feel back when I was just shooting my roommates and shooting my dorm mates, and they will come down and play games like this, GoldenEye, Unreal Tournament. We used to play a ton of Unreal Tournament. We play a little Quake, but we play more UT than anything. But yeah, GoldenEye, Perfect Dark. And when I play this, like the multiplayer is real fast like that. And as I mentioned, like it gives me those same vibes. So that's why, I play this a whole lot. But yeah, and then I love being able to do all this stuff. Like it's so much fun. Like I say, you put a grip on, it'll give you more recoil control, and that can kind of make sense. You have a grip that gives you a better, steadier grip, and or one that may be lighter, but since it's lighter, it's gonna like more weight to a gun helps with recoil. So if it's lighter, then yeah, you have less recoil control. But yeah, it's really cool that they do that. And then I wish you can save more classes. They only give you 10. Yeah, so that's what I really like about the Gunsmith. Like it's just so much fun. But I'm about to get into the really, really juicy part, the delicious. As my daughter, she always says it's delicious. I'm about to get into the deliciousness part of this. So, weapon tuning. This is where the game gets really good. It's two pieces: weapon tuning, and then there's one more thing I'm gonna get into after that, because you'll want to know this after you spend time tuning your weapon. So, when you go in let me see. I didn't mean to do that. So you can go to the fire range too, but that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to check another loadout that I have a good example for this. And then I'll go over my loadouts later to show you guys what I run and why I run it. But let's just go ahead and use this platform. So if we go into the Gunsmith and like say you put all these attachments on, you see that tune option. When you max the gun out, you get to tune it. And what that means is, let me show you. So let's start with the barrel, because that one will be pretty interesting. The barrel will be pretty interesting. So hit tune. So look at this. Never fucking seen this in Call of Duty. Never seen this. This shit is crazy. Never seen it. So yeah, you can tune different parts of the weapon. Make fine adjustments to it. So like, and I'll remove the tuning. So yeah, you can, for instance, this is weighted, so I can make it. And like, let me tell you something else. Like I just realized this too. Like when I was talking about weight and stuff, I was just kind of like using it as a common sense thing. I didn't even like research it and see if that's really what was happening to the weapon, if it was losing weight and stuff like that. I was literally pulling out my ass because it kind of makes sense. But look at this. That's literally what you're doing. You're just making the thing lighter. And I was about to get ready to say, like, yeah, that's a common sense thing. Like if you tune the barrel, you're tuning whatever muzzle, barrel, and like, and for some reason you can aim it faster. Well, what's the way to do that? Make the part lighter. So yeah, you can go in and like decrease the ounces, make it a lighter part, so you can aim it faster. And that is crazy. And like you can make it a little longer, so it has better gun kick control. Like or you can go the other way with like but recoil stabilization. Like and this is not the same for each part. Each part is very different. It's very different. So like, look. So let's look at the grip. Look at the grip. So look, it's very different. So, but yeah, like I love that you can do this. Like I love that you can do this. You can adjust the weight and length of parts, and then not only that, look, man, you can adjust like look. You can adjust the zero. You can zero your sights and stuff. And I was just thinking about that too. Like before I did this video, I was like, yeah, I said when you, because you could like, I'm gonna show you what you could do in optics too. And I said to myself, I said all you're probably doing is just a zero and a sight in, and then lo and behold, I got the laser, and I'm like, yeah, that's basically. It's just like this shit blows my mind for a Call of Duty game, which is like I said, this is such an arcade game, and I love it because they just add shit like this to it and makes it great. Like Call of Duty's been like shit like for a while, but like only people can really make a good game. Like it just depends. Like some like for years, Infinity War is making shitty games, but because that's the talent left. Like Mark Grisby and Vince Impella, Jason West, all those guys left. And then they worked on Titanfall, and then you saw the quality go down. And then like Treyarch, they've made pretty good Call of Duty games up to Black Ops 2, and after that, man, they just made shit games. And to this day, like their best game so far since Black Ops 2 has been Cold War, and Black Ops 2 I think is better than Cold War. But yeah, that's what happens, man. The talent leaves, and then they came back, and like you get shit like this. You get shit like this, man. Like it just that's crazy. That's exactly what you're doing. Like I said, like I was like I didn't even look at this. I was just like when I adjusted these values, I was just looking at the graph. I never even thought to look over here and like, yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm just removing weight and shit like that. Didn't even think about that. But yeah, let me show you for instance, let's go to a gun that has that have optics on it. So let's check the M4. Well, let's do M16. I have M60. Do I have M60? Yeah, I have M60. So, yeah. So if you go into tune an optic, you can make it the eye position closer, so it's closer. And that's crazy that you can do that in this game. That's crazy. That's crazy that you can like zero in your fucking lasers and shit. Like it's crazy that you can do that. Like I said, I was like, that's probably what you're doing. But yeah, you can change the eye position, and it does make. Let me show you. Look, I'll put it in the middle. I'll neutral it out. Go to the firing range so you can see it. So yeah. All right, so that's neutral, and then I'm gonna stick it way out, and then you'll be able to see more of the gun. And that's another thing, when you make these adjustments, you got the firing range right here to like test it. So yeah, see, like you can see more of the gun, like more of the gun's ass. And watch, when I make it close, you should see less of the gun's ass. See, like boom. See, like you don't see that part, the charging handle. I think that's what it's called. You don't see that. So yeah, and I like it like that because I'm blind as shit. But yeah, so you can tune a bunch of shit, and like what's even crazier is like you can. So let's go to crazy. I call this my crazy class. So like this is an AK-105, and this is a Vepr 12, and this looks like an AK-40, like a rifle, but it's that goddamn shotgun. So what I did is, man, you can even tune. Like I put a grenade launcher on the shotgun. First, I had a shotgun on the shotgun. Like you can put a master key on this bitch. Let me show you. So look, yeah, I had a shotgun on this motherfucker, and I had this bitch in shipment, and man, I just never really had to reload. Like it was crazy. But when I did, I reload. It wasn't that bad because it was a magazine and only like 4 rounds or something like that, or some shit like that. But yeah, like I was doing that, but I was like, that's only really practical. It's not really. I mean, that's not really practical. I was like, I want something far range and close range. So like if I'm shooting, so I put a grenade launcher on it. So I was thinking like this. So when I shoot grenades at them, and like say if I miss, they will try to charge me anyway. And then I just turn on my shotgun, and that works every time. Like it's so funny. And then you can tune the projectile velocity, so you can make the length longer, and then you can make the width of it. The weight of it lighter. So it's a lighter grenade launcher, but you get a little bit. Let's see what it changed. See, look, you get you get more mobility because it's lighter, you see, but it's just not going to be as stable. But yeah, and then like you can make the projectile go fast because you make the barrel longer. It's crazy. So you can do all kinds of nut stuff on here. And then like certain guns even have like different, like you can change the bolt, the stock, and then like if you go to like a gun and then like a gun that's like bullpup, like the AUG Para, you can change the cone. So that's, you know, you change that on there. Swap that out. Like this has a receiver for like the AUG has different receiver, like the light machine gun. I mean, yeah, light machine gun and the assault rifle. This is the AUG H bar. Yep, the AUG heavy barrel assault rifle, and this is the AUG. This is the AUG, and this is the AUG Para. So, yeah, the AUG A3, and this was the Para, the submachine gun. And also, like for instance, there's weapons like this. Why is it showing that rifle? That's weird. See, look, see, like I said, this game is buggy. Look. It's not. It's showing like that's supposed to be Desert Eagle. Game is so buggy, and I got to explain something about bugs too. But let's go ahead and go into the. All right, here it is. So now it's there. So let's go into the P90. So check this out. Like you can even change the rail out on the P90. That's and the optic. You see? So like I left the default rail on it and then put this optic on it because I really like how clean. Like look how clean this optic looks. Look how clean this optic looks. That motherfucker is clean. I'm blind. People, I have negative night vision, man. So when people are getting mad about fighting games playing the training stage, and I fucking hate when people select the training stage all the time. I totally get it. It's because the training stages are usually clean and you can see what the fuck you're doing. Like I get that it's boring, but man, like being able to see makes a difference. And like I get fucked in this game a lot because you know I have poor eyesight, so I have to rely a lot on my hearing, and I have like lighting and shit, and headphones that I had headphones that vibrate and give, you know, they rattle and give feedback and pulse when, you know, when sound comes through, so I can hear people. So that helps. That helps my blind ass. But yeah, so you can change out all that. You can change the grip, the cone, like I said, all types of shit, and then you can even change the type of ammunition that your gun fires. And like you can, you know, put hollow points, armor piercing, over pressurized. They do different things. You can even tune that. Like for instance, look for. So I think for my Glock, I have, and you can do all this shit with your pistols too. This is a good time. It's a good segue because I was getting ready to get into pistols. You can't, and like I said, you saw that I can change receivers on this motherfucker too. So look. Like I said, you can change the trigger action, make this thing fire faster. You can adjust that. You can adjust, say, the ammunition. So this has hollow points. So what it does is the formal impact, slowing the target, disabling sprint for a short time. So this is good for me to hip fire because I'm a sidestep when I'm hip firing. That's gonna slow you, and then like if you're far, you know, you're trying to get away or something. Even if I hit you far away, like your sprint's disabled. So this is good for that, but like you can put all kinds of different ammo, and like each gun has its own different ammo types too. And I think this is probably the rip round. I should go see what type of rounds these is because it looks like the rip round. Like go look up that bullet. Yeah, I guarantee that's what this is. It's like a fucking rip round. And then in the rip round, it's a bullet that was designed for self-defense because like women will shoot somebody like a 9mm. Motherfucker keep coming. So this is meant to like put a motherfucker in the ground. So but yeah, you can tune that too. Like I said, bullet velocity. It's crazy. You can so damn, that's crazy. So that's probably the gunpowder load. Yep, look. or the grain of bullet. Look. Yeah, it's probably a heavier bullet. Let me see. That's probably what it is if it's grains, yeah. No, load is maybe the gunpowder. Some gun nuts tell me about this. I think this is the grain, the size of the bullet. I mean, the weight of the bullet, and this is the is that the grain of the bullet? I think that's what that is. Sure, that's what that is. That is crazy. But yeah, you can like this game has like all kinds of crazy shit, man. Like it's nuts. So yeah. Was there anything else before I get into the last part? Yeah, but yeah, you can change out a lot of shit, even for the deagle. And like, let me see. There wasn't anything special in this gun, but man, this motherfucker kicks though. Let me show you. This motherfucker. This motherfucker got some donkey to it. Look. You can one shot headshot with these too. So look, let me show you. Come on, get your ass back up. Get your ass back up. So look, you can one headshot with these. I usually get people like that because they be trying to save. But like, if I increase the damage range, I don't get the. I need to increase the damage range to get it from here. Slower, slower ADS. And that's what with this gun, I don't really. I can hit fire sometimes. Too much recoil. ADS is such a pretty gun too. So, getting to the last part. What is cool about it? So when you finish. Like building your gun. First of all, this game has a bug. It has a bug since season 2. People said where you see all these attachments and tuning and shit. I have like 10 classes. I have 10 classes. So imagine all my attachments just going away, and I have to put them all on to put the tuning back on. And like, say if you're not familiar with your attachments, man, that'll take you fucking forever. This happened to me about 5 or 6 times. It happens for fucking no reason at all. You can be changing the loadout right before going to the match. The game can update the playlist. Anything, man, can cause this shit to happen. So, the remedy to that is they have custom blueprints you can do for your weapons. And like, blueprints were always in Call of Duty is like, it was always like some fucking unlock that had attachments already on the gun. And these were attachments that you can already earn, but like, this blueprint just had it saved because it was with us. It was with a camo or something like that. But you can do your own. You can make your own. So like this gun in this game is called, as you saw, the TAC. Hold on. It's called the fucking TAC V. That's what it's called. TAC V. So TAC platform. So what I did, you see how it says F and SCAR. So when you go to the Gunsmith and you put all these attachments on, you can save it as a custom mod, and you can save 5. So you can save 5 different blueprints, as they call it, which are basically just custom, your skin, whatever skin you want to put on it, and whatever attachments that you have for it. Because you might want to run that same weapon a different way on a different map. Like, for instance, you might, for, say you had an assault rifle, and like, say you're playing, medium long range maps, you might want to put a grenade launcher on it. Say if you want to put an underbarrel, you want a grenade launcher. That's good for a medium long range map. But you go into somewhere like shipment, maybe you want something a little closer personal, or you got a map that's a little bit tighter. There's a bunch of turns, and you put a master key on the bottom, and then you can save all those, so you don't have to keep going in and changing parts out. You can like, I want to run this version of this gun. You can do it five times with each. You can save 5 different blueprints for each gun, so you can have 5 different configurations for that one gun. And you can do it for every gun, which is cool. And then like when you do save it, and then you go like, for instance, say if I did lose all my attachments and shit, like say let's fuck it up. Let's remove some shit. Let's remove fucking everything. Let's remove everything off this bitch. All right, watch it. Just for the purpose of this demonstration. So look, so all the attachments gone. Fuck it, let's put on the fucking regular gun, the TAC V. See, look. All right, let's put that on. So look, all the attachments and shit gone. Like, fuck, man, I don't know what I had on. I gotta do all that damn tuning. So if you did that save trick I told you, all you gotta do is click on the gun, and then like you can go to the armory, or you can just click on a weapon too. It don't even matter. And then it'll show you the one that you have saved. It'll say it up here, saved. You see? And then, like as you saw, when you save it, you just load it, and then there you go, boom. And like when you go to save it, like it asks you to name it, and that's how I named it the F and Scar H. Because, and the reason why I did that, obvious reasons, it'd be nice. Like, this billion-dollar company, they got enough money to license the names. And the reason why they do it, because like I said, they don't want to pay the license. So I just named it that. So it helps me identify the gun because I know what it, I know what the actual gun is. But this saves you from that bug, and like you can set up multiple configurations for that one gun. It's a really cool thing. So, and if you wanted to modify it, you just go into the weapon, you can click on it, or either or click here or here, and then you just go to options, and you can delete it, rename it, duplicate it. Because if you make a change, you can't save it. If you make a change, you have to delete this one and then save a new one. But yeah, so this lets you get creative, and you can run guns for different maps and easily swap them out. You can swap these out anytime too. So it's super easy. So yeah. Oh yeah. And that's the Gunsmith, man. Like the Gunsmith is like really cool in this game. It's really cool. Like, and like if you don't like Call of Duty, it's not gonna change your mind. But if you do, it's gonna make the experience a lot greater. And like it took them some money to make this too. And usually not this, positive on AAA games, because they're not as good as they used to. But this one, this year is not that bad. Like my favorite Call of Duty games again were Call of Duty 2, Call of Duty 4, World at War, Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 2019, and then this one is become one of my favorite ones. And that's it. And there's a bunch of them. But yeah, so really excited about the Gunsmith in this game. And if you're a gun nut, you might like it too. I wonder if I'm sure Battlefield probably got something like this. I don't know. People let me know in the comments. But so I'm gonna go through my loadouts and why I use them. So this is my standard loadout, one I use for just basic assault. I can switch to my pistol fast. I got my flash grenade to blind shit at you. Frag grenade, I can cook it and throw it. I'm not gonna go through perks because, well, maybe, I guess I could. Battle harden, it makes flash grenades don't hurt you as much, and stuns. And then like this is scavenger, so I can refill because I don't have a field upgrade that can like munition box. Fast hands, so I can swap faster, and high alert, so if people are looking at you behind you, your screen lights up. And if they're looking anywhere except in front of you, your screen lights up. And then the field upgrade is dead silent, so I'm quiet when I'm moving. And battle rage, it gives me increased healing. So yeah, this is just for running up on motherfuckers. And this is also for running up on motherfuckers on smaller maps. Pretty much same thing, reflexive sight. Same perk without P90. So I can win close range fights quicker because it has higher velocity. And then the 50 cal. So if I can control the recoil, 50 cal is gonna do the rest for me. There's a deal. So yeah, and so 3 is my buddy Shape Dog. He called it "fuck people over" and spawn their camps build, and sorta yeah, I do it on shipment too. But basically, all these are set up to hip fire. I don't do no aim down sighting because I use a mouse, so I just hit fire all day. And what's cool about this is I turned into a judge because, like I said, each gun has this different different ways you can outfit it. So you can tune the loaders and shit like that. Like it's all types of shit, trigger action, but like you can put different ammo, and I put snake shot, and it basically turns to a little judge, a little handheld shotgun. And I have 2 of them, so I'll be getting crazy with it. But yeah, and I use the Mossberg. The only reason I have a silencer on it because it increases range and shit. So I was like, oh yeah, I'll definitely need this. I don't care. I want it to be loud, but I'll take these 2 because I want range and velocity. And I'm hip firing anyway. Like, look how slow it is in ADS. Let me show you. It is abysmal. Woo! Look, oh man, you get fucked up, Johnny. You shouldn't ADS a shotgun anyway unless you're firing slugs or frag 12s. Because you can fire those too. Explosive rounds. You can fire explosive rounds at a shotgun too. Let me see if this has one more time. Yeah, see, look, these are basically frag 12s. That's what they are. They have no spread and they go straight. Just like this, they fire like slugs, but they're explosive. So that's the only time you should really be ADSing. Other than that, man, fire from the hip. It works every time. Then you can change the guard on it and everything. I got a pump on the guard. See, I was going for the Duke Nukem shotgun. That's what I was going for. But with the Duke Nukem shotgun, I'll need to trim the stock like that. So that's what I need. Let me see. Is there anything I can swap out? That will, oh man. See, look, I'll probably have to. Yeah, I can get rid of the guard because that just increases. Oh, hold on. So we're gonna make a pimp decision right here, y'all. So like, I want the Duke Nukem shotgun. So see, this is why I like this game. So the guard, I was using it because I just want to run fast. You see what I'm saying? I just want to run fast, move faster because I got the barrel shit makes me move a little slower. You know. So let me see what stocks would give me that. Oh hell yeah, sprint. Let's see, look, sprint the fire. I don't need that. So I need hip recoil control. See, but this is the Duke Nukem shotgun. See, like, and people don't know me. I'll take style over substance, man. Form over function each day. So let's see. See, I don't need ADS speed. That's the thing. See, image. See, I don't need. See, I can probably be cool with this because it gives me hip recoil control and faster movement speed, and faster sprint to fire. So yeah, we definitely want that. We definitely want that because this don't give me the sprint to fire. So yeah, this gives me hip walking speed, but this would give me like just overall movement speed. Yeah. So man, fuck this guard. Let's get rid of it. All right. So this is how you have to update your shit. So that's what I'm gonna have to do. Alright, so this is what I'm gonna have to do. Let's go ahead and get rid of this fuck. We're going to well, first of all, let's do this. Let's go to the mods first. Let's go ahead and let's get it's the Mossberg 590, that's what this is. So that's options. Mossberg 590. Alright. So what we're gonna do is kill this one. Delete it. Alright. And go back in here. Alright, see how it says the Bryson? So we'll get rid of him. Boom. Alright, put the stock back on it. Boom. Alright, so I got the Duke. That's the Duke Nukem right there. That's the Duke Nukem. I should name it that, but I ain't. You know, I ain't gonna name it stuff. What was it? The fucking Mossberg? Fucking 890s and shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that, yeah. That Mossberg. That Mossberg. Let me see. But yeah, but what I want to do. Fuck. Let's see, look. You see, hold on, let me show you something. Look, you see how to tune things like that? It's crazy. Oh, okay, because it's stockless. That's right. Yeah, because there's some weapons like that you can't tune, and I'll show you. Hold on. Let me see. So what I'm trying to do, let's see. So there is, all right. So what we want to do is that we want to save it. The what is it? Hold on. My key. See, here's a problem. My fucking keyboard. If sound's not coming through, then it doesn't light up. I have the profile on. Oh no, I need to get a fuck. I can't even see. I need to go turn the lights on or a flashlight or some shit. Hang on real quick. This is what I'm telling y'all, man. This is what happens when you blind as hell. When you blind like me, man, like it is fucking bad news, man. It's like it's fucking terrible news you blind. All right, I think I can see it now. All right, there we go. Mossberg, brother. Yeah, it's the Mossberg 5. No, I think that's what I said it was. I'll fact check it later. I think that's what it is. Yeah, because I got all the lights off and shit. I got candles on. People don't know I like ceramics and I love scented candles like vanilla and key lime. Like warm vanilla and key lime. Those are two of my favorites. So if anybody want to give me candles, man, I'm all about it. Take them all day long. So yeah, this is the Mossberg 590. So you will save it like that. So yeah, man. So for the most part, I got the fucking Duke Nukem shotgun. So let's go ahead and preview. So like, so look, so like right now, if I go into the Gunsmith, and you can see that hey, it's if I click that, it's right there. See, boom, boom. That barrel is long, boy. Duke shotgun wasn't that long. Let me see. Well, that's cool. It gives me what I need, though. But man, that is a beautiful gun. Look at it. There's some people on the dirt with that bad boy. See, look. So let's go to the firing. So yeah, I just hit fire this bad boy. Look. Doom, 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 doom. Well, but yeah, you're not going to be like. I mean, you can get some good hits off of it with it, but you know they say the Lockwood is the best for that, but that's a doom shotgun. But yeah, so that's how you do your customize. But yeah, that's my third class. This is for I love this class on shipment, man. It gives people a fucking headache. And then I got a class. This is my anti-air class, like literally to shoot down like aircraft. And you think you'll use this for it? No, I don't use this to shoot down aircraft. The launchers take way too long, and then like you got flares to deal with. Fuck it. The way you take out fucking aircraft is like you. First of all, I have this field upgrade called anti-armor round. So this does bonus damage against fucking vehicles. And I could take down vehicles and like get a chopper gunner down in like 3 seconds. It pisses people off, or VTOLs, like it knocks them down quick. So I'll combine that with incendiary rounds, and that does more damage to vehicles. So yeah, you see how you can put just different fucking ammo on different guns. It's just so good. Let's see. Yeah, see, sometimes you have to hit their legs, but the pistol hollow points you don't. Just hit them anywhere. But yeah, so I use this just to shoot down UAVs. That's what and counter UAVs. And this is the drill charge, so I can throw through walls. Smoke works way better than tear gas. I've been using tear gas for a long time. That shit sucks. Like it makes them cough, but they can still shoot. Cause I get hit with it and I shoot through it all the time. And it doesn't even blind you. You can't. It's easy to see through it. Even my blind ass can see through it. So smoke grenades is just great for concealment snipers. And then like I also have a optic on this bitch. Look, let me show you. I have an optic, you know, that can I throw smoke in here? No, I can smoke in here, but it lets me, you know, I'll do that. So what I'll do is like say if a chopper gunner or something comes in, or you know, VTOL, I'll throw smoke down and then hide in it, and then man, it's down to like 2-3 seconds. And then I got a 100-round mag, so I'm ready to go. So yeah, so that's what that class is for. And drill charge for people camping through walls. It works good for that. Can I throw a fucking drill charge? Let me see if I can throw a grenade in here. Let me see how. Let me see if I can throw a grenade in here. So like, this is how drill. Yeah, oh, damn, I can't throw a grenade in here. That's shitty. But yeah, drill. It'll straight up go through a wall. It's crazy. And then this is just like for a sometimes if I want to challenge like mid-range snipers, I use this as a reflexive class because the M16 I put it in burst fire and just allows me to take, you know, more accurate shots. So and then, you know, secondary switch to the this is the MP7 because I need this thing. It fires real fast up close, so that's why I use that. And yeah, I use overkill, so I can use 2 primaries, fast hands, the usual shit. Munition box because I don't have if I don't have scavenger, I use a munition box. So yeah, so this is for, you know, sort of a more precise, slower assault class. Let's use for that. And like this is for challenging snipers. This is definitely for that. Like challenging mid-range snipers. Like that's what this class is for. And then this is to catch anybody trying to catch me catching them. So I was using the EBR, but man, like EBR, like it's too much recoil, too slow. If you outfit it, you might as well just turn to a sniper rifle at that point. And that's what I have. I want something that I can move a little bit and challenge snipers around the map. And the decoy, the inflatable decoy is so good. Like people shoot at it all the time because the heat of combat is moving so fast, you don't realize it's not a person. So I get a lot of like kills and distractions using that. It's so funny. Like you throw it and then like it sits there and you hit the button again and it goes. It's so good. And then what's the other class? 7. This is my literally Ninja Turtle class. Like it's Ninja Turtle. So let me see if I can get a fire range. So yeah, so I put the riot shield on my back, and riot shield blocks bullets, and I basically run around just slice people, and I throw smoke grenade for concealment, and I got a throwing knife, like a throwing star from tactical. So yeah, so I have that, and then I put on, you know, perks that I should have went in here and showed you perks. Like I said, I'm not going to go on a perk. But tracker, I just want y'all to see this one for this class because it's, you know, it's literally a ninja class. I can tactical sprint faster. I can track enemies because they leave footprints, and then nothing can target me, and then I'm undetectable. So you're literally invisible. And then the bullets, the riot shield blocks the bullets in the back. And then I have dead silence to be invisible or battle rage for more health. So yeah, really fun class. Really annoying on shipment for people. And I use all 10 of mine, so I use all my classes. Obviously, this is a sniper class. Like you can see, I got the mine, flash grenade, and I have double extra tactical, so I can throw 2. You see how you have to like equip different perks. Do they have 2? I wish they had 2 lethals, but they don't have that. But yeah, you have to equip perk packages. But yeah, so I have 2 tactical, so I can throw 2 flashes. And then like I have my secondary is Glock. Normally I would go overkill, but since I'm switching, I won't focus, so I want to be able to like hold my breath longer and I'm sniping. So I need that, so I can't use fast hands. So I use just a handgun. This is a handgun. See, like a handgun. I use that, and then I outfit it. This is why it looks crazy though. Like it's a Glock 18, which looks like a Glock 17. So here's the receiver for it. They call it the X12, X13. So it's the same gun, but like the reason why it looks crazy, I put this thing called an impact point barrel on it. Like it turns into a little submachine gun. So this way, and then I increase the magazine, so I can have more bullets. And like I said, I'm a form over function. Like you think, put the drum on. It was like, nah, that's ugly. I hate how the drum looks. I hate drum magazines. Like I hate them. But also it makes you slower too, so I want to be a little faster, so I'll just take that one, and that's enough. That's usually enough. But yeah, and this way I can switch to this because it's considered a pistol. Switch to it faster, hit fires fast, and then like the decoy to set up the decoy. I'll throw it up on buildings and stuff so people shoot at it, and I can find out where people are sniping from or shooting from. So that's literally my sniping class, and then this is my secondary assault class. They're a little bit harder because I have shotgun as secondary instead of a pistol. And it's more like the first assault class I have with the SCAR is more like a little bit more tactical, I would say, like because I know I don't have a secondary to back me up all the time. But man, I'm always rushing with this class, and like man, this M4 man, the velocity is so stupid. And then you can go over here and test like your shot. And it's firing, so that's how that fires. So I have to like. So yeah, you can test all that stuff in here to see like, cause like I know certain, and those I favor those because I'm left-handed and my right hand actually wants to. So yeah, those guns really work out for me. I think certain dogs do that. I can't remember. Which gun? There was one gun that really did it. Was it an AK? I can't remember. But yeah, and this is so I can just rush in and get crazy. And like I hip fire this bad boy too. Like you can hip fire everything, man. Just you got a shotgun, you hip fire it unless you fire slugs, man. Hip fire, hip fire. You want to hip fire that bad boy. You want to hip fire, and it has more range than you think. Trust me, it does. But I'm usually using it up close, and I have fast hands, so I can switch fast once that goes active. I'll kill somebody running down the hallway, and right if I hit that corner, you switch to it because you know somebody go. This is how you play Call of Duty. You expect somebody at every corner. That's how you do it. You expect somebody at every window. You have to, because they're usually there. And then my last class is a experimental slot. This is the class I use when I go to level up all the weapons. When I like, hey, I need an attachment for a gun that I'm currently using in another class, then I'll just equip it in this class because this is the one I play around with. But once I get I don't even have nearly everything unlocked, and I'm not even sure if I will because I'm happy with what I got, but I'm sure something else will come along. More weapons get added all the time, and what's cool about it is like the weapons in the battle pass, like after the season's over, you don't have to buy them. And there's a couple different ways you can get them. You can unlock it through just doing challenges that are in the game. Like there was a submachine gun, because I missed all the weapons in season 1. I was able to get those in season 2 just by completing challenges, like get headshots with submachine gun or something like that. And then you can play DMZ and extract the weapon. That's another way you can get it. But yeah, so this is an experimental class. I just experiment, but I like the AK. So once it's permanent, it will be this class will be permanent. And these look like 2 AKs, but that's a shotgun. But yeah, so as I mentioned, I had shotgun on shotgun, but that was kind of crazy. Really fun, but yeah, I'll use this, like I said, experimental slot, but like smoke grenades, Molotov, so I can run shotgun. Because that's what I like with shotgun class. Smoke grenades, so snipers can't, target you. You can cause distraction and get close to people. That's why I use the smokes. And then like grenade launcher, as I mentioned before, I can hit you out far if you sniping, and then and then you want to run in, I'm gonna hit you in the chest with that. And this is good for indoors, like if I'm, going to the building, turn that master key on when I'm hitting them corners. But yeah, so that's my classes, man. Like I'm really excited about the Gunsmith. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And like I said, if you don't like Call of Duty, it's not gonna change it. But if you do, man, this is pretty awesome, man. Like they made a hell of a paintball, hell of a laser tag game, and like I said, really having fun with it. Again, my channel's not going to be just a all Call of Duty channel, so don't worry about that. But I have videos for this game coming out time for time, and your usual stuff, beat 'em ups, other shooters, things like that. But thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Have fun making this video. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm getting ready to go click some heads. So again, thanks for hanging out. You guys take care of yourself and be well. Kev the Galaxy Bender, signing off.